Hello students, welcome to West Bengal English Medium Guide. Today I am going to give you the rest of the question answers from chapter 3, the Sultans of Delhi, class 7, West Bengal Board History. So let's start. I gave you 33 question answers in the previous video. Today I am going to start from 34. Who was the most efficient rulers of the Delhi Sultanate? Ghiyasuddin Balban. Duration is 1266 to 1286 CE. 35. How did Ghiyasuddin Balban rule his country? Ghiyasuddin Balban was the most efficient rulers of the Delhi Sultanate. During his long rule, he established absolute authority of the Sultan, crushed the power of the nobility, ensured stability by suppressing the revolts of provincial governors, and undertook a reorganization of his army. 36. Ghiyasuddin Balban became a part of the Chahagani. 35. What did Balban do to establish an unchallenged authority? To establish an unchallenged authority, he declared that the Sultan should be considered as the representative of God on earth. 38. Which customs were introduced by Balban? Balban introduced the Persian customs of Sista, that means kneeling and touching one's forehead to the ground as a show of respect, and Payabos, kissing the feet of the Sultan in his court. 39. Balban ascended the throne with the help of Chahagani. 40. Why did Balban disbanded the Chahagani? Balban ascended the throne with the help of Chahagani, but he was aware that they might become a potential threat to his authority. Therefore, he disbanded them and crushed their power. 41. Who was the greatest ruler of the slave dynasty according to many historians? Many historians consider Balban as the greatest ruler of the slave dynasty. Number 40. When did Balban die? Balban died in 1286 C. 43. What was happened after Balban's death? After Balban's death in 1286, the nobles reigned power and became kingmakers. 44. Who was nominated by Balban as his successor? Did he become the Sultan? Why? Balban had nominated his eldest son, Kai Khosrau, as his successor. No, he didn't become the Sultan because nobles favored Kaikubad, who was the son of an independent ruler in Bengal. Number 45. Who ascended the throne of Delhi after Balban? Kaikubad ascended the throne of Delhi after Balban with the support of the nobles, and he was controlled by the nobles to a great extent. 46. Who took control of the Delhi Sultanate from the Mamluk dynasty when? Jalaluddin Khilji in 1290 C. 47. Who was the founder of the Khilji dynasty? Jalaluddin Khilji, 1290 to 1296 CE, that is his duration, was the founder of the Khilji dynasty. 48. Who killed Jalaluddin Khilji? He was killed by his nephew Alauddin Khilji. 49. How much did Alauddin Khilji extend his empire? Or how long? You can say also how long. Alauddin Khilji was the first ruler of the Delhi Sultanate to extend the empire south of the Vindhyas for the first time. Number 50. Whom did Alauddin Khilji influence by? Alauddin Khilji was influenced by Sher Shah Suri and Akbar. Number 51. Which places in North India were conquered by Alauddin Khilji. After ascending the throne, Alauddin Khilji conquered Gujarat in 1299 C. By 1305 C, he had annexed the territories of Ranthambore and Mewar and captured the important cities of Chittor, Ujjain, Chanderi, and Manwa. After the conquest of Malwa, Khilji had controlled over entire North India. 52. Who was the general of Alauddin? Malik Kafur. Number 53. Which places in South India were conquered by Alauddin Khilji? In 1306 to 1307 CE, Alauddin sent an expedition to southern India under his trusted general and brought the Yadavas of Devagari under his control. 2 years later, Kafur led another expedition to the south and conquered the Kakatiya of Warangal, the Pandyas of Madurai, and the Hoysalas of Darasamudra. Number 54. When did Alauddin Khilji conquer whole India? By 1310 C. 55. Alauddin Khilji did not annex the southern kingdoms. 56. Who turned the Delhi Sultanate into an empire and how? By 1310 C, almost whole of India came under his control of Alauddin Khilji. However, he did not annex the southern kingdoms. The defeated monarchs were allowed to rule their territories in turn for accepting the suzerainty of the Sultan and paying him tributes. Thus, the Delhi Sultanate turned into an empire under Alauddin Khilji. 57. When did Alauddin Khilji die? Alauddin Khilji died in 1316 C. Number 58. Who was the last Khilji ruler? Whom was he defeated by? The last Khilji ruler was Khasrau Malik. Khasrau Malik was defeated by Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq in 1320 C. Number 59. Who established the Tughlaq dynasty or founder of the Tughlaq dynasty? Ghiyasuddin Khilji. 60. Name two most important ruler of Tughlaq dynasty. Muhammad bin Tughlaq and Firoz Shah Tughlaq. 61. Who was Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq? Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq was the founder of Tughlaq dynasty. He defeated the last ruler Khasrau Malik in 1320 and established the Tughlaq dynasty. He was an efficient ruler and military commander. He restored peace and stability, introduced several administrative reforms for the welfare of his subjects, and crushed the rebels in the distant provinces who took advantage of the weakness of the central authority after the death of Alauddin Khilji. 62. How did Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq die? Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq died in an accident while returning from a successful expedition to Bengal. Some historians believe that the accident was deliberately planned by his son, Jauna Khan, who succeeded him to the throne and took the title of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. 63. When did Muhammad bin Tughlaq ascended the throne? Muhammad bin Tughlaq ascended the throne in 1324 C. 64. What was Muhammad bin Tughlaq known for? Although Muhammad bin Tughlaq's rule was known for religious tolerance, he is better known to the prosperity of his eccentric experiments that led to the suffering of people and to his own unpopularity. 65. What do you mean by Dua? The area between two rivers is known as Dua. Next one, 66. Describe the tax system by Muhammad bin Tughlaq in Doab region, or why Muhammad bin Tughlaq raised tax system. What did people face for this? What did Sultan do for this? Muhammad bin Tughlaq wanted to build a large empire for which he needed a large army. To meet the military expenses, he raised the tax in the Doab region. When the tax was raised, the Doab region had already been facing a shortage in crops due to the lack of rains. The peasants did not have enough crops to pay the higher revenue. But the officials of Muhammad bin Tughlaq faced them. As a result, many peasants fled their lands after setting the crops on fire. When the Sultan became aware of the situation, he organized relief measures such as free kitchens, loans to the peasants, and distribution of free seats. 67. What did Muhammad bin Tughlaq rename after shifting of capital from Delhi to Devagari? Daulatabad. 68. Why did Muhammad bin Tughlaq shift the capital from Delhi to Devagari? There were two factors that influenced this decision: administrative convenience and security. The Sultan felt that the distance of Delhi made it difficult to control the regions in the Deccan. Moreover, Delhi was located close to the northwestern frontiers, thus becoming an easy target for the Mongols. Devagari, which was far away, would remain safe. 69. Why was the shifting of capital from Delhi to Devagari wrong decision? According to Ibn Battuta, the Sultan ordered the entire population of Delhi to migrate to Daulatabad. Though arrangements in the form of roads and shelters were made for the transfer, such a long journey, about 1500 kilometers, was bound to have ill effects. Many people died on the way. Number 70. Who introduced token currency and when? In 1329 CE, Muhammad bin Tughlaq introduced a token currency. 71. What do you mean by token currency? Any currency with a large exchange value than the cost of its production is known as token currency. 72. Which coin was introduced during Muhammad bin Tughlaq? Coins made of copper were introduced in place of the silver coins of the of the Delhi Sultanate. 73. What was happened after introducing copper coins? The copper coins had the same value as the silver coins, and the Sultan asked people to use them for all purposes. The measure was well thought out, but its execution was not. The Sultan did not take any precaution to prevent counterfeiting of copper coins. Copper was cheap, and many people started minting them at house. A large number of fake coins started circulating in the market, destabilizing the economy. Foreign merchants refused to accept copper coins. Finally, the Sultan had to call back all copper coins and compensate for the fake coins from the royal treasury. Number 74. Muhammad bin Tughlaq wished to expand his control to Persia and Central Asia. Okay, I will give you the rest of the question answers from chapter 3, the Sultans of Delhi. That's all for today. See you soon with a new video. Till then, take care and bye.